How's it going, everyone? It's time to review another episode of Cute DJ Girls, or I should say D4DJ All Mix. This episode picks up where we left off with Photon Maiden as we get them and Lyrical Lily in this episode. Also, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 100 subs, and thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper.
Alright, so Photon Maiden is meeting up, and basically it's revealed that they are doing a training camp. Ibuki explains that this is all part of Photon Maiden trying to reimage themselves, as we saw in the last episode. Basically to get away from the, quote, all cool all the time image. Toa suggests more fun, Noah suggests more cute, and Ibuki says those are certainly being considered. I say why not both. Meanwhile, Saki explains that she saw colors in Photon Maiden that she hasn't seen before, but it's still fuzzy, which is completely understandable. Trying to reimage something like this doesn't exactly happen overnight. It's an entire process. With Shano gone, being with Call of Artemis, they need to call the shots from now on, which I know for certainty that means great growth for all four of the girls here. Oh, and if you were missing Kurumi's hijinks, no worries about that. We get plenty of that in this episode.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
And yeah, so this ends up with Noah telling Kurumi about the training camp, and she passes this along to the other Lyrical Lily girls. Miko is on board. Miyu has always wanted to go to one, but Haruna questions the location of it. And Kurumi basically helps with that. Who knows what war crime she's committed doing this? I'm kidding. You know what's up. Once Photon Maiden gets to the site of their training camp, we're met with a surprise that Lyrical Lily is also there, and we get a joint training camp between the two units. Of course, they all make sure everyone's on board, and they're like, yeah, let's do this, stuff like that. Also, Haruna stepped up with doing some research because, a little research never hurts anyone, right? I swear, I love the fact that Kurumi calls her the chairwoman, and it just gets Haruna so pissed.
I apologize, you son of a bitch!
I almost forgot to mention that we get more of Toa being precious, and that makes me so happy. Also, I just realized... we get a scene of Photon Maiden practicing with the song Akatsuki. I think that's the one anyway. Lyrical Lily feels amazed and a little overwhelmed with the fact that Photon Maiden is pretty much a more professional unit. So I can totally get it that there's a sense of anxiety to match up with that kind of level. Haruna, for example, begins to question if this is somewhere they belong. But Kurumi reminds her that they have a different direction than what Lyrical Lily has. No way this would bring them one step closer to the edge and feeling like they're about to break. However, in this episode, we will definitely see some linking parts between the units. Once Photon finishes, they hear Lyrical Lily outside singing this hymn. And this hymn is something that the students at Arasugawa Academy sing. This, of course, causes Noah to go off, you know her. But hey, reminder that she was cooking last episode. Just a friendly reminder. No way this could make you become so numb. Anyway, Saki points out that the song they were using as a vocal exercise had a pretty color. So she asked Lyrical Lily what they were imagining while singing the song. Miyu was imagining the chapel at school, since that's where she always sings. Haruna also was imagining the same thing. As for Kurumi, she was imagining one of the nuns being really mad, while Miko was imagining one of the nuns scolding Kurumi, so interesting contrast there. I gotta say too, with Saki's synesthesia, I hope I said that right, that is one hell of a gift to have. To be able to see people's moods and sounds as colors is pretty awesome, and it's certainly helped her with Photon Maiden's music for sure. So Lyrical Lily ends up trying out Photon Maiden's training regimen, and it's going alright. Photon is giving the Lyrical girls advice as they dance, and then there's Kurumi pointing out how the more hopping she's doing could make her look cuter, and, well, Noah, she then goes, oh yeah, this is totally fine, until Toa gets on her, which is just funny as hell. Being able to teach really helped out Photon Maiden here, so they ended up returning the favor with singing the song that Lyrical Lily was warming up to earlier. To be fair, I already made a meme of this scene. You can check it out in the previous video. Yeah. So anyway, it's all I could think about was the Halo theme. It's all I could think about as I watched this, because that's just how my mind works. Well, the sun is setting, and it's about din hours now. Kurumi discovers an old traditional stove that rice can be cooked in, and apparently Miyu actually knows how to use it too, and offers to try it out. Haruno points out that, hey, we have this rice cooker, which, it's probably easier. Then again, a traditional stove can bring out a more authentic experience, as Miyu points out. Hey, I totally get it. This isn't something you would get every day, so take advantage of it and try something a little different. I totally would try out rice cooked through a traditional stove like that. Absolutely, I'll give it a shot. Ibuki managed to find a ton of firewood needed for the stove, and apparently Saki knows how to chop wood thanks to camping with her dad in the past. Something new we've learned, right? Although, I wouldn't want to piss Saki off, even though that sounds very difficult to do. I'm kidding, guys, I'm kidding. And then there's this scene where Toa points out the snake. Noah just laughs as she picks up the fake snake and basically goes, "Oh, Kurumi, you never stop with these pranks, man." Except Kurumi didn't put that there, and she didn't put that there. Oh shit, it's an actual snake. Poor Noah had to lay down after that one, and I wouldn't blame her. Luckily, Toa explained that the snake ran off, and good news too was that it was a harmless and non-venomous snake, which, best case scenario here. Also, Toa said that it was apparently cute, and this pissed off Noah so much. I swear these two are just one hell of a comedic duo. Like, I'm convinced Toa totally said that just to screw with her, just to piss her off, and it's hilarious as hell. Also, look at her. She is so damn precious. Oh, and Saki is very good at peeling with a knife. Yeah, just don't piss her off. Toa, please be careful with the fire. Adding crackers to a salad never hurts, by the way. Kurumi and Miko, despite how good they are at committing war crimes, know how to add the fun in. Dinner time basically becomes a massive wholesome W all around. You gotta love cute shit, man. You gotta love the cute shit. After dinner, Toa and Noah make a discovery that there's this Finnish-style sauna. Basically, you heat the stone rocks with a wood fire and generate the steam with hot water. So Miko and Kurumi join in, and they enjoy some time in the sauna for a bit. At least for Miko and Kurumi, they handled this better than last time.
Fire! 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 I'm burned!
I also love the scene with Saki and Miyu hanging out and stargazing, which I think a moment like this can also remind you to appreciate the little things in life. Obviously, out in more urban areas, you can't see as many stars, but out in the mountains, where they are in this episode, it's good every now and then to simply unwind and relax like this. Saki also talks about her fascination with outer space, which came from her father's line of work. Again, I just love times where I can just sit back and enjoy stuff like this. Because in this day and age, we're constantly all over the place. We're constantly doing things. Time feels so much quicker now with our phones and all the technology we have. Every now and then, you just gotta be able to kick back like this and appreciate this kind of stuff. It really helps. Unlike the other group who decides to watch a scary movie, this goes back to how Toa and Noah are an absolute comedic duo. As Noah saying, "Oh, hell no!" And Toa is like, "Yes, let's watch it." Again, I can't help but wonder if this is simply free real estate for Toa to mess with Noah again. You know what? That's what friends do sometimes to each other. That's just what friends do. Saki also brings up how they themselves need to figure out a direction for Photon Maiden, which has caused her to worry about Photon's future. While the others have something in mind, it's still rather fuzzy with Saki. Saki also asked Miyu, "What if each of you wants to do something different?" Which Miyu answers that they never really had any split opinions like that before. Though she says learning from the other three and what they want to do would make her happy. Again, overall, seeing these two talk about the future of their units here was pretty cool. It was really cool to see, and the connection that they can build here. And after all the wholesome, we go back to this.
Whopper, whopper, whopper.
You know, at this rate, that song would pretty much feel scary. Lots of screaming here. Noah simply has her eyes shut, Haruno looks like she could use a hug, and Toa was also wondering who made that scream. I think we know the answer. Ibuki? You good? Holy shit, poor woman. I feel so bad for her. Then it goes back to Saki and Miyu again. Miyu begins to break into the hymn again that they were singing earlier in the episode. No, I will not play the Halo theme again. Oops. Oh my god. We got a small Saki! Oh, look how precious that is. Holy shit. Anyway, hearing that hymn and seeing that specific color might have just led Saki into figuring out what direction she wanted to go in. Anyway, they go back inside to see everyone absolutely out of it after watching the horror movie. Miko, that is not what happened, Miss I Love the Scariest Movies Possible. Jesus Christ, look at Ibuki, the poor woman, oh my god. The next morning, as the episode wraps up, we see Ibuki and Saki take off for a jog, and that's the end of the episode. Overall, this was a pretty wholesome and holy episode. I loved seeing the character growth between the members of Lyrical Lily and Photon Maiden. We had some shenanigans, we had some wholesome. It was a good blend, and it was a good episode. It's more fun to see the different units come together, despite the differences that they both have. Plus, training camp episodes like these are always fun and wholesome. Maybe that's just me from watching K-On! Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments below. And once again, thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. And thank you guys so much for your support. And I will see you guys in the next video.